In 1988, Philip Morris paid nearly $13 billion to acquire Kraft. The factories and inventory were worth less than half that. So what was the rest for? A feeling, trust, familiarity, nostalgia. For one of the first times, something intangible was recorded as a measurable asset. They called it brand equity. From that moment on, value wasn't just about products, it was about perception. For most of history, companies competed on performance. This soap cleans better, this car drives faster, this tool lasts longer. But by the mid 20th century, most products worked well enough. Soap cleaned, cars drove, tools functioned, so competition shifted. Companies stopped asking, what does it do? And started asking, what does it mean? Take Supreme, a New York skate shop founded in 1994, now a billion-dollar brand. They release limited quantities, items sell out in seconds, resale prices explode. In 2016, they released a brick. Retail, $30. Resale, over $1,000. No innovation, no utility, just a logo. The value wasn't the object, it was the signal. Supreme doesn't sell products, it sells belonging. Consider Apple. An iPhone may cost around $500 to make. It sells for more than double. That gap isn't materials, it's meaning. Apple doesn't sell phones, it sells identity, creative, minimal, forward-thinking. Tesla did the same. Millions placed deposits on a vehicle that didn't exist. They weren't buying transportation, they were buying a story about the future. Nike works this way too. The swoosh is worth more than the shoe. Just do it isn't about footwear. It's about becoming who you believe you could be. In every case, the product functions, but the purchase is emotional. Look at Hermes. A Birkin bag can cost from $20,000 to hundreds of thousands, but you can't just buy one. You build purchase history, form a relationship, wait. And when offered one, you don't choose the bag, they choose for you. Why does this work? Because difficulty increases perceived value. Psychologists call it effort justification. The harder something is to obtain, the more meaningful it feels. Hermes isn't selling leather, it's selling achievement. This model isn't new. De Beers perfected it with diamonds. Diamonds weren't inherently rare. Supply was controlled. Stories were crafted. A diamond is forever. They didn't sell stones. They sold eternal love. Same system, different century. This works because of how your brain evolved. For most of human history, we lived in tribes. Status, belonging, reputation, these were survival tools. Brands tap into those ancient mechanisms. They reinforce self-concept, signal position, attach emotion to objects. Sometimes price itself becomes the signal. Economists call these Veblen goods, products where higher prices increase demand, because cost proves exclusivity. You're not buying utility, you're buying meaning. For decades, only corporations could play this game. Then social media changed distribution. Now individuals build brand equity. Influencers proved something powerful. People trust people more than logos. A personality becomes the product. An audience becomes the asset. And the influencer industry is worth tens of billions. But here's the real shift. Influencers didn't invent personal branding. They normalized it as strategy. And this is where it gets uncomfortable. You're not just selling skills, you're selling perception. Your resume is packaging, your LinkedIn is positioning, your network is distribution. Two candidates can have identical qualifications. The clearer narrative wins. Two freelancers can have equal skill. The one who feels established gets hired. Whether you like it or not, you're perceived as a brand. The market rewards narrative clarity. Today, brand value sits directly on balance sheets. Hundreds of billions assigned to trust, identity, loyalty. Not factories, feelings. And it's not just corporations. The gap between two job offers, two businesses, two public figures often comes down to perception. In 1988, companies monetized feelings. In the 2000s, individuals did the same. Now everyone operates inside one system. Modern value rarely sits inside the product. It surrounds it. In story, in identity, in belonging. You're not buying a phone, you're buying membership, not a bag, status, not a resume. Confidence in a narrative. Actually, the object is secondary, meaning is primary. Brands don't create value by improving products alone. They create value by shaping how products make you feel. And now, corporation, influencer, or professional, you play the same game. The story became more valuable than the thing. And in this economy, you are the story.